Oh, you got the scorebook today. Hey man, I just want to let you know that I'm a fan. I'm a true fan.
Test. There we go. Okay. There we go. Welcome, folks. KV Rising. Saturday night in Kellyville. We are live. We're hosting Beggs Golden Demons. About to get started here with the girls varsity game. And I have a special partner tonight, Coach Stevens. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome. I'm glad to have you. I can get all the help I can get.
Oh, I like the banners. I see the banners hanging up.
Yeah, we got those up. Last home game, they recognized those.
Wow.
So things are coming along here in Kellyville.
I was a part of that 2007 state championship.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
I'm excited to see this game.
Here we go, folks. There's the tip. And it's going to go to Kellyville. Upshaw with the ball. Over to Riley. Inside to Childers. Outside to Haley. Back to Wiggs. Pass gets away from Riley, but she recovers. She drives in. Nice little jumper. And it's good for two.
So, how's Beggs looking this year? What's the matchup looking like?
Beggs, they come in 5-6, so they've struggled a little bit coming on the year. However, they did win against Henrietta last night. I watched a little bit of those games, the girls and the boys, for tonight's game.
So where do you grade the girls and the boys right about now?
Man, I think the girls are right on the mark of their expectations.
They're doing what they need. They're doing what they need to do.
Yeah, and there's a shot from Hightower in and out, and I believe, Riley's going to commit the foul. It's her first. Hightower's going to go to the line for two. And her first one's good. The girls are right on track. And to grade the boys, I'm overly excited. They came in. Everybody was talking about how it's going to be a rebuilding season. We lost several seniors last year. And, they've come on strong. Shot by Upshaw. It's in and out. Beggs with the rebound. So the boys looking pretty good. And there's a shot by Barnes, number 20, for two for Beggs.
They're coming at him early, huh?
Yes, sir.
That's the thing about being, the best team in the conference. They're going to come at you every night with their best.
There's a nice rebound by Wiggs. And a missed shot by Upshaw. It was in and out. Upshaw, hard pass inside. Childers lost the handle, but Riley gets it back, and her shot's off the mark. Beggs rebounds. Hightower, number 5, was their player, their spot player last night. There's a deep three. Rebound by Riley.
Man, she's played so hard.
Jumper by Wiggs is in and out, and I believe they might be getting.
I don't know about that one. I do not know about that.
That was on Childers. It's her first.
So tell me a little bit about Childers.
Childers comes to us from Berry Hill. She's tough defensive player. Gets a lot of rebounds, and as you see, she plays inside on that post. There's a good defensive move there. I didn't know a whole lot about her. When she came to us, there's in and out by. Nice rebound by Childers underneath. Archer on the line in trouble. And there's another rebound by Wiggs. Puts it back up. Wiggs for 2.
That's 2 rebounds for her already. 2 rebounds, 2 points. I'll take it.
Childers, the only thing coming in this year that she brought from Berry Hill is good defensive player, but aggressive and tend to get in some foul trouble. And she did that for us as well at the first couple of games, but then she really cleaned up her foul trouble and really hadn't been in foul trouble since. So,
are we keeping track of the rebounds tonight?
I'm not. I struggle keeping this book with just the points and the fouls. I mainly just keep this book for my purposes to kind of keep track and give a score analysis after each quarter, but I haven't felt comfortable enough to expand on my stats.
Hey, it's new. It's new to you.
Yes,
I like
sir.
it, though.
And there's another in and out by Upshaw. Upshaw a little cold starting the game. 4-minute mark here. I will say Kellyville, the girls have there's defense by Summer Archer. One thing that I kind of don't like that the girls have shown this year is they've had several games with a slow first quarter start. Just, not necessarily making a lot of mistakes, just kind of slow to get on the board. And there's a shot that's good.
I kind of noticed that too in the few games that I've came to. And like I said, I told you I'm a fan of KV Rising. On YouTube, watching every game. The tournament at Ripley for the boys, it was good. I'm glad they came back and won that. But like I said, I'm here for Mr. Terry Wiggs.
Well, I appreciate it.
Supporting. I like to see that out of Summer Archer, to let her, shoot the ball a little bit.
Yeah. She's not shy to shoot it, which is good. And there's a ball out of bounds. It's going to be Kellyville ball. But in all those games I was talking about, a little bit of slow start, they, about halfway through the first quarter, definitely by the second quarter, they found their way, and we saw the real Lady Ponies come out. And so hopefully we see that here. It's unusual. And there's a jumper by Riley.
If they keep giving it to her, she's got to knock it down, Make them that much more dangerous.
So early, Begg still with the lead, 7-6. With just about 3 minutes left. And that's what I'm talking about. Typically, 3 minutes left in the first quarter, we're going to have more than 6 points on the board. But what I'm seeing tonight, which is a good showing, our offense may be a little slow to start tonight, but we're playing some good defense so far coming out. So
absolutely.
That's going to help us. There's Wiggs for 3, and it's off the rim, and it's going to go out of bounds, and
white ball.
It's going to be Kellyville ball. I can kind of talk bad about my own daughter a little bit. Haley's really slumping on the three-point shots, and I think it's in her mind now. I'm glad to see her still shooting it.
Yeah, she's got to continue to shoot it. That's the main thing. Shoot or shoot.
Yeah.
You just got to tell her she's got to go out into the.
Oh my! Childers got that rebound and went back up with it, and they just called a jump ball. So it's going to be Begg's ball.
She's got to go out to that court you built for her and get some shots
up
out there. That's where it's got to happen at. How is Evan putting in some time in there?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we've been having him put in time. There's a nice block by Childers.
She's so just strong and tough. I like what she brings to the team. Where's Caitlin Bearpaw at?
Bearpaw there's Childers for 2. Bearpaw took a scary tumble Tuesday night down in Morris. Ran into the door frame and and the bleachers there, and so she's got some injury. It's going to keep her out for a couple of weeks, I think.
Number 20 again for Beggs.
That's Barnes for 2 for Beggs. The Bigs maintain that 1-point lead at 9-8 with about 1:40 left in the quarter. Yeah, Bear Paw is definitely a missing link in the team. And there's underneath the Wiggs.
Nice finish.
For 2.
Good pass, nice
wide
finish.
Open underneath there.
I'm waiting. Well, I'm waiting for Jacob to get that KV Rising podcast going so I can know the instant updates. I didn't know she was out tonight. I didn't know she was going to be out.
Yeah. I don't know
that's a big piece,
exact
to what's
extent
going on.
of her injuries. I'd heard today that she's going to miss about a week and a half to 2 weeks. So that's unfortunate, but she needs to take the time she needs and get well because
get ready to go for this long run.
Yeah, towards the end of the season. There's
nice.
a steal by
Jones.
Sierra Jones. Kind of loses
Good
the
to
handle.
See her out there. And one. And
oh my goodness.
I don't know about that one.
No, they're going to call her for a walk.
Mr. Wiggs, I don't know about that one.
I'm not sure where that walk came from. Hey guys, I want to recognize Jacob here. He's just improving every week on the graphics on our broadcast here. We started off, we weren't showing the score, and we were getting a lot of questions of what the score was, and I was trying my best to update as often as I could, but and there's a 3 by number 5, and it's short.
Air ball. It's an air ball. Just go ahead
but,
and say it.
Jacob found a way to get that on there and get the score on there. So he's sitting beside us here updating, and I see that he's added even the timeout. So there's another addition.
Look at him, man. I'm telling you, the podcast is coming. I know.
There's a 3 by Upshaw,
nice.
And that's good. So Upshaw finally breaks the goose egg on the night.
Jade Upshaw.
Right about 30 seconds left. That puts Kellyville up 13-9. Looks like Beggs is going to be happy with just the last shot on goal for the quarter here. And there's a drive by number 12. And that ball's blocked and then goes out of bounds.
Hey, it's nice to see everybody, stepping up, in the absence of Verify.
Yeah, you got, I just realized Kirsten Kaiser's out there on the floor. And
Kirsten Kaiser, she's feisty. I like her.
Yeah, she's tough defender and that speed. Long 3 by Beggs.
You can't coach speed.
No, sir. Kellyville ball with 0.3 seconds, so we're not going to be able to do much with it.
Shoot it. No, don't mess up your field goal percentage.
Yeah. Beggs was playing back. They probably maybe should have rolled the ball down. They might have got half court before Beggs realized it and got a shot off, but it's okay. 13-9 after 1. Spreading the ball around. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 girls putting points on the board. Upshaw with 3, Wiggs with 4, Childers with 2, and Riley with 4. So 13 on the quarter.
What about Beggs?
And Beggs, we got Hightower with 2 free throws made, Daniels with 3, and Barnes with 4. So they put up 9 for the quarter.
So as far as the conference, how do you feel the conference is stacking up as far as boys and girls?
Well, I really think that our girls they're the team to beat in the conference for sure. Absolutely for sure. I think the boys lie in about middle of the road. But I think their expectation was kind of the tail end of the conference.
Tail end of it.
So, again, the boys have really come on strong and really surprised a lot of folks. And they're still improving. They had some struggles at the beginning playing as a team.
And I think the most important thing about them that you got to look at is that everybody's returning next season.
Absolutely.
And that's the most important.
Yeah, they're I couldn't really ask for, if you want to quote rebuilding season, it's been great. And just to know that team is coming back with everybody next year.
Knock it down again.
Oh, that's off the rim, but
Jones
with the rebound. And she puts it back up, and her aggressive going after the ball is going to get her a foul, I believe. Yes, that's going to be her first.
So what's this whole experience been like for you?
It's been great. I was I was a pretty boisterous fan in the stands. We get the elbow from the wife and a few mean looks from refs every now and then.
Dang.
And what I have found by doing this, I'm no professional whatsoever when it comes to basketball, but I feel like I've improved every week, and I'm just so glad to have this opportunity. But what it's done for me on a personal level is, man, I seem to pay closer attention to the game,
Right.
seem to be more involved in the game.
Absolutely.
And I'm not yelling at the refs with a chance to get kicked out of the game. So
because we need you,
I
as viewers at home.
I must voice, I voice my opinion occasionally here, but the refs don't know any better unless they go back and watch it, and by then it's too late.
But that's just all part of the game.
Oh yeah. I will tell you, I know those refs,
Hey,
sometimes it can be very difficult being a ref.
I like your outfit. I need you to go down there and do some flips.
Upshaw with the rebound, and she's going to take it all the way
And
down.
one.
And she's going to get
And one.
the jump shot and one. See who they got on that.
Jade Upshaw. Man, she's just a special player. Special player. She
And
spoiled
Barnes
me.
got that foul.
She spoiled me all my years I was here. I was just watching, a great basketball player out there.
And Upshaw's attempt is good.
I like seeing Asia McFadden out there.
Yeah, see, there's a
Oh, no.
jump ball is called. Possession arrow is going to stay with Beggs, but
I like the aggressiveness of this little half court.
McFadden and Kaiser, you talk about aggressive defense and speed. Yes.
Speed.
So.
And Sierra Jones also offers that same, with the veteran experience.
Yeah, I'm glad to see Sierra Jones on that court. Leading into the season, there was talk that she wasn't going to play this year and concentrate on softball. And, man, I'm glad she changed her mind.
Yeah, me too, absolutely.
She's a great addition to the team.
Yeah, she's going to play a key role down the stretch for sure.
And there's another two there by Daniels.
10. Oh, and one.
There we go with
She's
Childers.
Tough. She's tough, Mr. Wiggs. I like her. She's tough down there. She provides a solid defense, on the defensive end and on the offensive end.
And she's getting better on the offensive end. At the beginning of the season, playing that post underneath, and she makes that free throw.
The free throw ball.
She's done really well on her free throws. But towards the beginning of the season underneath, she struggled a little bit with that underneath shot with some pressure. But that has improved game by game. So that's what you like to see.
Yeah, we're playing for the end game.
There's another good
that's just good
defense right
man.
there by Childers.
It's just solid defense, hands straight up. That's what you like to see as a
that ball
coach.
from going in, and she got the rebound. So
I got to get a picture of Mr. Terry Wiggs just in case.
There we go.
Just in case you make it to the big times.
Well,
KVRising.com. I feel like it's on the come up, and it's just only going to continue to grow from here.
Rebound by Kaiser, and she goes the length of the court.
Oh my goodness, she's so fast.
Her layup is in and out though, and Beggs comes up with the rebound.
She is so there. That speed.
Still by
Give it to her.
McFadden.
Good pass.
Yeah.
Good finish. Good pass.
McFadden to Jones for two.
Is Ciaja a freshman?
Yes.
Wow, this man. I feel old. I feel old.
I'm 98% positive on that.
Man. Wow, well, that's good to see her out here having some success.
And Kaiser got in on the body a little bit there on Hightower, so she's going to go to the line, but she did miss the shot. So,
Man, I need to figure out what kind of shoes she's wearing. It looks like she's got some little speed turbo boost orange packs on them.
Hightower's first attempt's in and out. A little bit of changing of the guard that Wiggs,
looks
Riley, and Archer in.
Looks like Kellyville's pretty deep over there.
Yeah, they've had good minutes off the bench this year, so that's always a good thing. Give those starters breathers when they need them.
Get off there,
And
ball.
there we go. Hightower's ball rolls all the way around the rim and falls short. Upshaw with the rebound.
This 2-3 zone. How do you think? Do you think the girls? Well, they're like, is it a box and one, or?
I think so. That's what it's looking like. Upshaw in the corner off the rim.
Good rebound. Oh, that's a foul. Come on, ref. Good rebound by Wiggs there. She's probably got about 5 rebounds, Mr. Wiggs. You better start keeping track.
And the shot off the elbow from Riley. That thing was in and then back out.
Good defense.
Long pass high, and it goes off the fingertips of number 20 for Beggs. That's Barnes. So Kellyville ball. 21-11, 3:58 to go in the half.
Ooh,
Inside
nice.
move to Archer.
Hey, she's trying to get another one. I like it. I like the hustle. You can't teach that. Can't teach that.
Thought maybe we got a foul there. It was a little bit of a push, but I think Wiggs was out of bounds when she touched the ball.
What's up, boy? Money Mace. You better ball out tonight, huh? Yeah. Came up here to say Money Mace from 3 tonight.
And there's a steal by Wiggs. Should be an easy layup, and it is.
I'll have to come more often to see this.
Boy, I think you might be lucky charm here. Playing pretty well.
I like it.
Jones,
I like it.
Tough defense.
You know, and I've been watching a lot of these girls' games. Look at that.
Another steal by Wiggs, but
she's ready to play. What'd you feed her today?
She did. Looks like she did come to play, but that not able to completely handle it, and it goes out of bounds. So Beggs ball.
What's up, boy? Hey, I'm coming to watch you. Yeah.
For real.
You better be Bryce.
Long three there by.
Oh, nice rebound. Good pass forward. Finish it. Nice left hand. Nice left hand. Mr. Wiggs, what's going on?
Upshaw to Wiggs.
What's going on? She going for 30 tonight?
Well, right now.
Is there a competition in the household?
She's
That's what I want to know.
She's heading for a high score. You know,
I want to know if there's a competition between her and Evan.
Well,
in the household.
I think her little brother's been giving her a hard time. She hadn't been getting on the board much here lately. And he's had.
She's fired up tonight.
Before Morris game, he had 2 back-to-back double-doubles games, and he let her know about it when they got home. So she's probably pouring it on for that reason.
I'm so impressed with Evan, you know, right now and where he's
That was
at.
a nice left-hander by Riley.
How many is that for her tonight? 6?
Yeah, that's 6 for Riley.
I like her being aggressive. That little lefty. I like the southpaw though, personally.
She's got that. I like that little outside jump with just one-handed jump. She's got.
Good rebound. Good rebound. Hey, another one. There it is.
There we go. Wiggs to Riley. Riley's going to go up right in the middle of the paint.
I thought she
That's
had
in and out. Beggs ball. Last night I was watching the Beggs.
Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it.
And Beggs has been putting up a fair share of threes. Last night it was a 3-point fest between them and Henrietta.
Who won that one?
Beggs ended up winning that game. So the backcourt on Beggs. So Kellyville with the ball. About 1:40 left.
I like this play right there. I like that action to the high post.
Childers on the inside. There's one to Wiggs.
It's good ball movement.
Wiggs to
Nice
Upshaw.
attack.
Upshaw.
Oh, good 3-ball.
And there. Oh, man, I thought that was in.
That's good offense, though. You can't ask for much more.
They're getting some good looks there. That three-pointer by Jones was just a little off.
Travel.
And the tight defense by Jones causes a travel by, I believe, 33. No, 23.
Do you think these girls got what it takes to get it done? To get
you
it,
know,
3A state championship?
I absolutely believe that. They should have won it last year. They were there last year.
And won.
There we go. Childers with 2.
They're putting it on them tonight.
They were right there last year, and you know they did lose a couple from last year, but they had some freshmen come and step up, and
I like where they're at. I like where they're at.
So I absolutely believe that their destiny's in their own hands. I don't believe they're going to have to depend on anybody else to lose or win or anything like that. Like some teams, make that have to depend on another team to lose in order for them to get somewhere. But I don't think that's going to be the case.
Worried about the matchup, we're ready to go with whoever, huh? I like it, and I was at the Tournament of Champions, in the game versus Booker T.
They held their own in the first quarter.
Booker T's a good team.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of questionable calls in that one, and I can't really, I don't want to speak on it because I don't know the regulations.
A lot of charges in that game.
What's up, young Hurst? Justin, you better get out there and play full speed tonight. Debo.
A couple of the Kellyville boys standing up here with us. There's a nice move by number 10, Daniels.
Daniels again with the bucket.
About 20 seconds left here in the half. Upshaw, long pass to Riley.
Good pass.
Riley to Wiggs. Wiggs back to.
Knock it down, Jade. And one.
Oh, Upshaw's going to be fouled. They're calling. Oh. Upshaw shot a 3 and she got knocked down, and the ref's saying it was after the shot, so they're going to do out of bounds.
Whoa, Coach Upshaw's furious right now.
That was on Pierce.
And one.
Upshaw with the shot off the front of the rim. So after a half, it's 29 Kellyville, Beggs 13. So the Ponies are definitely in charge of this one. See if they can come out and lay it on in the third quarter, and that should give some of our other girls an opportunity to come in and get some time under their belt, which helps us in the end for that time coming off the bench. So off the bench, excuse me. So in that quarter, we had Kellyville with 16, and it looks like Beggs just had 4 on the quarter.
It's a good defensive quarter, I'd say, in my book.
Keep those numbers up and offense, and keep the numbers low on the other side. And we should definitely have control of this game. So, anyway, I'm going to take a break.
I'm going to go check out this hospitality room
yes,
down
there.
there.
Yes, sir. We're going to take a break.
I'll be back, though.
Be back in about 9 minutes, folks. We'll see you then. Okay, folks, we're back. You're ready to get started here in the third quarter, here in about 10 seconds or so. Real quick, I want to apologize to our sponsors. I failed to mention them at the beginning of the game. Presenting sponsors Patriot Air and CT Decorative Construction, or correction, Concrete and Construction. A little tongue-tied there. We're back underway, and Beggs quickly throws the ball off, passes in, and then another pass, and it goes straight out of bounds. So, Kellyville ball here. Start at the third. And like always, folks, please reach out to those business owners that help sponsor and support KV Rising. There's a jumper by Upshaw, and that's good. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to bring these games to you. I'll say it and say it and say it until. And there's a block by Upshaw. And nice block by Wiggs. Upshaw down to Riley. Quick break. Riley for two. So, anyway, a lot of folks just don't realize what it takes to bring these games to you. We have, a couple of headsets. And there's a nice block by Childers. Upshaw gets it. She goes in for the drive, and it's in and out. Beggs with the rebound. So anyway, those business owners have helped provide this equipment and bring these games to you and allow us to do what we do. So again, if you see them around, please thank them and recommend their businesses for all your needs and to your friends and family. No look pass inside to Archer from Upshaw, and it's contested by number 10 there, Daniels from Beggs. There's a nice block and steal by Wiggs. Right in the paint. She gets it to Upshaw. Upshaw to Childers underneath. And Childers for two. So nice assist to Upshaw. The first half, we had Kellyville spreading the ball around. 5 girls putting points on the board. There's a jumper by Barnes for Beggs for two. Upshaw had 6 in the half. Wiggs with 8. Sierra Jones with 2. Shayla Childers with 7. Madison Riley with 6. So we spread the ball around quite a bit. And there's Riley for a jumper in the paint for 2. All our girls having a nice offensive game and fantastic defense from several players. Wiggs, Childers, Upshaw, Riley. I mean, you can name them all. Summer Archer. Several good defensive plays. So both sides of the ball, all the girls playing really well tonight. Coach Stevens must have got delayed down there in the hospitality room. He's not back up with us yet, but I'm sure he'll be here shortly. Wiggs inside to Childers, and she tries the one-handed, and it's in and out. Beggs tries to get inside to Hightower, and it's stolen by Riley. Riley's double team, puts it out to Upshaw. Upshaw to Wiggs. Wiggs is going to try to drive in. She gets shut down. Childers to Archer for 2. It's Archer's first 2 points of the game, so she's going to make just another pony that is putting points on the board. I love to see it when they spread the ball around like that. There's a contested shot by Childers, and she tips it, and Upshaw's able to get it. Not even close. Upshaw for three. Rebound by Wiggs. Wiggs tries to go back up, but she is off balance, and the shot is no good and goes out of bounds, so Beggs ball. And there's a three from Daniels, and that's going to be good for Beggs. So 39-18 here, about 3 minutes to go here in the third. Underneath to Upshaw. Upshaw does reverse layup. It's no good, but Childers right there for the rebound and puts it back up for two. The Ponies are hitting on all cylinders tonight, ladies and gentlemen. They're fantastic on both sides of the ball. I'm not sure whether the defense or the offense is dominating this game. It's just both sides is unbelievable. Another rebound by Childers. She dumps it off to Upshaw. Upshaw will bring it up the court. Riley inside to Wiggs. Wiggs drives. Back out to Riley. Riley with the left-handed shot. And Childers with the save off a Beggs player. Riley's able to get it and get it back out to Jones, and it gets tied up there, but called a jump ball. Kellyville's going to have the possession arrow, so they're going to maintain possession. Riley across the court to Jones. Here's Riley driving. Gets it to Upshaw. Hightower working on Upshaw. Upshaw no look pass to Wiggs. And Wiggs is going to knock it away from number 12. That's York. The ball goes out of bounds, but it's out of bounds on Wiggs, so Beggs going to maintain possession. There's a loose ball. Wiggs with the hustle and gets it. She's going to go in for the layup, and she's fouled. Shot is no good, but she is going to go to the line for two. Fouls on 0-0, Hicks, and that's her first. So Wiggs, there we go. Wiggs' first shot at the line is good. Let's see here, Wiggs for her second attempt. And her second attempt's good. Wiggs puts two more points on the board. I believe Coach Stevens found his way from. That's some good food down there.
Man,
they get a little lost down there.
Get lost down there, and they're good people, good food. You can't beat it.
Cheesy potatoes and corn. And there's a nice inside move by Daniels.
Is that the Mr. Joe Pierce special?
I believe so. He treats us like kings on game day down there in the hospitality room. Definitely no complaints from me. There's always plenty, and it's good. Sierra. There's a rebound
there's
by
another
Wiggs.
rebound. How many is that?
At the Sierra. I wish I knew.
I'm saying at least 11.
Riley in the paint for two.
There's that little left-hand jumper you're talking about. It's tough to guard. Did you get the sponsors out of the way?
I did. I got the presenting sponsors. First time out here, we'll get the rest of the gold sponsors mentioned. I was saying earlier that we can't recognize them enough for all they do.
Right, man. I want everybody to know how important it is that this continues to grow.
Absolutely.
And get better for the kids and the exposure.
And the folks I was talking about, the equipment we have, it is obviously working and able for us to bring this to you. But of course, like everything, there's bigger and better equipment out there.
Exactly.
Oh, goodness, they're going to get an offensive charge on Riley. So that's going to be her second foul. So down the road, I'm sure that we'll be looking to improve our equipment, upgrade, and make things better. There's all kinds of things that we can do. I was watching some other broadcasts, and man, they had like live playback and all kinds of different things. It was.
Oh, really? They're trying to fight a little bit.
Yeah, Begg's able to get York. She's able to get a shot in the last second. So 45-22 after 3. And again, a nice quarter for Kellyville. Another 16 looks like, if I did my math right.
What does the defense do this time? 9 points for Beggs?
Yeah, 9 for Beggs. So we're holding them, hadn't hit double digits yet.
Is this the first or second time they played?
First time. Beggs was scheduled to be their first game of the season, but Beggs was, they made it to the playoffs in football. And so this is, that's the reason we're playing on a Saturday night here, is this is a makeup from a rescheduled game from the first game of the season. So this is our first.
It's a pretty good turnout for a Saturday night makeup game.
Yeah, I was
live
impressed.
In Kellyville, Oklahoma.
I was correct there on the 16 points.
Who's the leading scorer?
Right now,
Madison Riley.
Let's see here. I named them off a while ago. In the first half, Upshaw had 6, Wiggs with 8, Jones 2, Childers 7, Riley with 6. And Riley has added another 6. And Childers another 4. Wiggs another 2, and Upshaw another 2. So it's tight.
It's a lot of scoring.
Yes.
I like it. I like it.
A lot of scoring by several different girls.
I mean, that's just solid defense.
Nice rebound by Sarah Jones. Begg showing a little press here.
Good pass. Good. Oh, you got to finish it. You got to finish it.
And Childers with the side step and it just goes straight up out of her hands away from the basket. I think she felt a little rushed on that shot.
Yeah, you know, you got the. I feel like this is the defensive group that he has out here.
And there's another one by Daniels.
How many points does she have tonight? She's having herself.
Daniels definitely their leading scorer.
Oh, you know, I like this feisty speed group. Got Kirsten out here with her speed boosters on.
Looks like Daniels for Beggs has 11 on the night. She's definitely their leading scorer.
Yep, yeah, she showed up.
No, she's got, my math's wrong. It's 7, 10, 14. She's got 14 on there. So she's quite a few of their 24, more than half.
I mean, yeah. She showed up.
At 6:44 here in the fourth quarter, Kellyville 45-24 against Beggs. So the Kellyville's got a commanding lead. Let's see if, I think we're going to see some, a couple of changes. There's McFadden and Kaiser in there.
So what kind of things are we looking forward to as a fan? What should I be looking forward to with these Kellyville girls and boys basketball teams doing so well?
You know, I think that they
like, do I need to get a room in Oklahoma City is what I'm asking.
I don't want to jinx anything. I'd be willing to take a bet that it would probably be safe to book a room for the girls for sure. But you know, at this point, I think the boys have a chance to make it far in towards the end of the season into the playoffs.
You know, a lot of it has to do with the draw that you're dealt, and where you go at that initial district
Yeah,
game.
last year there was discussion. I know there was discussion amongst our girls and boys about some of their opponents getting a little easier path to area than what they felt like they got. And sometimes it's just the luck of the draw, really. So we'll see how things play out. And that's Hightower at the line, and she's going to sink her first one. That foul was on 24, McFadden.
What are the girls ranked this week?
They're number 8. They're still number 8. And I didn't check. The boys.
Knock it down. If she can develop that jump shot, that's going to be, it's going to be real good defense.
Nice block by Childers.
Wow.
And that's another thing. Coach, you've been around Kellyville for a while. I briefly researched it, couldn't find anything, but both the girls and the boys are ranked in the top 20 this year. And the boys came in about 2 weeks ago. They hit number 19, and last week they were 16. I don't know if the loss to Morris dropped them back from 16 or not. I hadn't had a chance to look.
And Morris is a solid team. Morris is a solid veteran team, so that loss it's not a bad loss. Let's get that clear.
Upshaw's going to draw the foul from 33. That's going to be her first. But it's been a while. It's been a while
honestly,
since both teams have been in the last year. Both teams went to area, but the boys were not ranked.
I think maybe the principal, Danny Wood, might have the answer for you. Because it was definitely 90s, maybe 80s, 90s, I would say.
Definitely a while.
Yeah, so either way, what they're doing is impressive, and I think honestly, we're gonna have to start doing better as a school to keep track of those numbers, so.
Yeah, the sports history and the history of the school. Yeah, and with technology, it's going to be becoming a lot easier.
But it's important, and it's important to the history and this tradition of the school.
That foul was on Pierce. That's going to be her third on the night.
So that's why I am glad to see the banners hanging up.
Yeah,
those
banners
sweet.
been a long time coming. You have the academic from 2007 and the baseball all the way back from 75 and slow pitch from last year. But that's a long time coming. I'm so happy to see those banners, and then you got all the state qualifiers. They did. They just did, one banner there and listed the years for state qualifiers.
I like it.
And
I like it. Which I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves, but that slow pitch team last year was special. They were special to watch. I went down there and watched them, and that was just a fun day of watching them just hit home run after home run. How do you think they're going to look this year?
I think they have a legitimate chance to repeat. I really do think that. There's a shot by Upshaw off the mark a little bit. I think they lost some powerhouse girls with Neighbors and Mason Evans, Micaiah Torres.
Special players.
You're not replacing those players, but they still got a good group of girls, and
what impressed me
they
the
do
most?
have a really tough schedule this year, though.
Okay.
It came out just the other day, and they're going to have a tough road. But I've always said it. You want to be the best, play the best. So
absolutely. Absolutely, and I know Coach Neighbors. I know he's not afraid to go out there and play them too. So,
right.
He's a great leader for him.
They're going to play a lot of out-of-conference games. They're playing
That's
against
awesome.
Several 6A teams, and
that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. What about Childers? Does she play softball? She looks like she might be able to hit a home run or two.
She does.
That's got to be a foul, ref.
I haven't seen her play, but we'll here in a few months we'll get to witness that. I believe her mother is going to be one of the assistant coaches there for slow pitch. So,
okay, awesome.
She came over as a teacher. So
that's awesome.
And there's a three by number 12. And that's York for three.
No, I'm not. This isn't the same Beggs team I'm familiar with seeing.
Yeah, I think they lost several seniors last year. This is kind of rebuilding year for them, I believe. Man, there's a tough play inside. Felt like Wiggs might have got fouled on that, but they didn't call it.
That's good defense right there.
Yeah, there's a nice steal by Upshaw.
White ball.
And they're not, they're going to call Kellyville ball. Good call there, ref.
So as this is Wiggs' senior year, right?
Yes, sir.
How is she approaching that, and what are some of the big accomplishments? She's had a pretty solid career. If you look at the wins.
Yeah,
the things that they were able to accomplish.
Obviously, softball is her sport. She's always competed well in basketball and is a good player. And there's a nice inside move by Childers, and she's going to be fouled. But softball has been her number one love sport. She's going to be going to Rose State. Got a scholarship down there to go play softball. And
down in Oklahoma City?
Yeah, Midwest City area.
Close enough for you to hop on the turnpike and turn the lights on and get there?
Junior college, so she'll play 2 years there. And the coach down there has a very high success rate of sending her girls on to 4 years to play their junior and senior year if that's what they choose to do. Nice rebound by Jones and a pass there to Wiggs. So good assist. Wiggs for two.
Hey, right on target too with the conversation.
Yeah.
Wiggs. It's nice to see her having some success out there. What does she have tonight?
She's at 10. She's at 12 for the night. So
what's her season
little brother?
average?
Her little brother's gonna have to step his game up if he wants to beat Big Sis tonight.
And I'm pretty sure she's got 10 plus rebounds.
Yeah, she's probably in a double-double. I wish I would have kept track of the rebounds.
I called it earlier. We got to. Jacob, we got to work on that.
We're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to start marking that down.
I have like a little thing that I use when I'm coaching. That I just use tally marks.
Rebound by Wiggs. I have to confess,
Good finish.
There we go, Riley for two.
Madison Riley with the left hand. It's a good basketball, Mr. Wiggs.
I have to confess, and she already knows this, so I'm not really telling on myself as far as Haley goes, but I've been keeping track of Evans' rebounds and points and everything, and I need to do that for her. Haley's just like this is her best offensive game of the year so far. She's been playing really, really good defense, and just she's been getting on the board, but just a few points here and there.
And with Wiggs, she's a three-point shooter. She can make the three-point shot, and tonight she's doing it inside on with the layups. And
I think she's only had one attempt from the three-point line tonight. So,
what position is she playing softball? What's she going to play?
Shortstop.
She's
going to be their shortstop. Things change, of course, but we were on the visit. The coach told her that she was looking forward to her being her shortstop. So
that long, rangy shortstop.
Yeah. So hopefully that stays to be true. There's a nice defense by Sierra Jones to knock it out of bounds. So 2:20 left to go, and it's 50-28. Kellyville still commanding. Steal by Wiggs. And she's driving down the court,
And
layup,
with the mission.
and it's blocked, but
Oh,
there's
Kinsey.
Kinsey.
Nice to
Amy
see her out
Kinsey
there getting the basket.
for 2. Nice pickup by her.
Oh, my goodness.
There's an air ball 3 shot. And Riley and Wiggs are going to sit down and take a break, and that brings in McFadden and
You got the
Kristen-
official chairs up here
Kristen
and everything.
Kaiser, yeah.
This is
Yeah,
I like it.
we sit in comfort up here.
I like it.
We
I have to
we go
visit
on the
more
road.
often.
We sometimes we go on the road. We're sitting in a hole and on a metal chair and having to stand on one leg and stick our tongue out and keep our balance.
Have you guys played Eufaula yet?
No, we.
Because that'll be a cubby hole right there. I'm sure.
We were at they're at Ripley. At Ripley, Ripley was a tight. That's one of the reasons we didn't broadcast that first day at Ripley. We didn't really think we were going to be able to, and after we got there on that Thursday, we looked at it and decided we could probably make do.
Good defense there by DeGraff and Reed.
And that's 23, Pierce for Beggs. Amy Kinsey. Let's see who we got in there. Caitlin DeGraff and Reed, Amy Kinsey, Ciasia McFadden, Summer Archer, and Kirsten Kaiser. Let's see who we got on the floor for Kellyville. 1:17 left, 52-30. So this is a group of girls that come off the bench for us and do a really good job at that.
It's important for them to get these minutes too,
Absolutely.
Because Beggs isn't giving up. You see, they're still applying pressure. These are good quality minutes for these girls. Hey, how you doing?
And what I like to see is when these girls come in off the bench like this and get these quality minutes, even with the score the way it is you'll see these girls, they'll do everything they can to get some points on the board.
Absolutely.
They could take advantage. So we bring in a new
Another
5.
New 5. They're deep over there, Mr. Wiggs.
Jocelyn Byram.
How you doing?
Let's see here. We got Jocelyn Byram. We got
Emma Pickering.
Kaylee Peterson. And Erica Kreisner. And I'm missing one. I don't know if I didn't write her name down. And her name has slipped my mind.
Carmen.
There it is, Carmen.
Or Cameron.
Cameron Harwood. I don't know how I couldn't remember her name. It just slipped my mind for a moment. Her older sister and Haley are really close friends. I tell you what,
FFA stars, aren't they?
I tell you what, yeah, Harwood, she's a heck of a basketball player too.
Oh yeah.
She's going to be a rising star for Kellyville.
Which is again why this is important that you got, we keep getting better.
They need these minutes. That's what's good. The starters come in and get a good lead like this to give these girls a chance to come in and get some good minutes, run the offense, and that's number 20.
Barnes.
Is it 20? Yeah, 20 at the line. Keeping track of my book here. She makes that first.
You keep a good quality book. I like it.
Well, I've never kept book before this year. Never in my life. You never believe how I learn.
How'd you learn?
YouTube.
What's going on? Mm-hmm.
About 50 seconds left here, folks. Beggs got the ball. 20-point ball game. Shot. There's Harwood with the save.
Right
They're going to get her for the walk.
Good travel.
38.2 seconds. 52-32.
Hey, give me a quick preview for the boys' game before they get started out here.
Well, I think the boys absolutely have a chance.
Beggs ranked 6. I heard that while I was down there in the hospitality room.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how they're ranked, but it's going to be a tough game for the boys. But I think they have a chance. They have every bit of a chance to make a game of it.
Oh.
And there's Erica with the ball. It's coming down.
Jocelyn.
So Jocelyn. And there's a nice shot by Byron.
2 points by Byron.
And 2 for her.
It's good family. I coached her brother. He was a good kid. Hard worker.
There's underneath for Beggs, and that's number 1. She's going to get 2.
Oh!
Hardwood for 3 at the buzzer.
At the buzzer. I love it.
At the buzzer for Hardwood.
That was awesome.
I was just telling you, she's going to be a heck of she's a rising star. So, man, that's gonna really get the numbers up there for the girls that have put points on the board.
So what does that put Kellyville on the year? 10-2?
Yes, sir.
And Beggs with 5-7 record. That's good quality basketball.
9 girls for Kellyville putting points on the board.
That's A. So who comes out as the leading scorer?
Well, let me
tonight?
do my math here. It's going to take me a minute.
I'll take your number and we can work something out. I got access to a gym, so we can get in there. We can get some shots up and we can figure it out.
Okay, folks. There comes out our boys. We're ready to take on Beggs here tonight. But real quick, a rundown of the girls' game. You had Upshaw with 8, Archer with 2, Wiggs with 12, Jones with 4, Childers with 11, Riley with 14, Hardwood 3, Byram 2, Kinsey 2. Those are my numbers. I can't guarantee you the accuracy of my book, but I do the best I can. I believe should be right on the mark for that. So I appreciate you guys joining us for the girls' game. The boys' game is going to be coming up here in about 10 minutes. So take a break, go to the kitchen, and get you something to eat. And we'll be back here in a little over 10 minutes for the boys' game. Ponies versus the Golden Demons from Beggs. We'll see you in about 10. Good evening, folks. If you're just now joining us, we're about to get started in the boys varsity game here. Kellyville versus Beggs. The girls took the girls game. That puts them up at 10-2 for the year. Still ranked number 8. We're about to do the announcement here for the boys team, and just as soon as they do that, we're going to announce our sponsors. So be quiet so you can hear the announcements here. Actually, they're going to do the Beggs Demons, so I'll go ahead with the sponsors. Presenting sponsors, Patriot Air, CT Decorative Concrete and Construction. Our gold sponsors tonight is Phil Thomas Trucking, Shades of Glass by Chris, Webco Industries, Jay's Country Kitchen, Bluebell Free Will Baptist Church, Rescue Mini Storage, Backwoods Barbecue, DJ Service and Concrete Construction, Diminished Family Practice, Excavation Resources, Jim Vaught, Mac Trucking, Shade of Billingsley Photography, Greg McGuire Trucking, Brian Smith Allstate Insurance, and David Bryant and Associates. And I cannot say thank you enough to those sponsors. Here we go with Kellyville's starting lineup. Well, there you are, folks. Starting lineup there. We're going to have the tip by Evan Wiggs and number 10, Kendall Daniels for Beggs. So tonight's matchup is a number 6 being Beggs, a 10-1 record, to a number 16 Kellyville at an 8-3 record. So should be a tight matchup. Number 16 versus number 6. And here we go with the tip. The ball's going to go to Kellyville. Wiggs just above Daniels on that tip. Wiggs down to Crabtree. At the Wiggs with a jumper on the outside, and boy, that ball's in and out. Wiggs has been right on with that shot so far this year, just outside the paint on the side. Gaines working with the ball. There's a drive by number 12. There's a jumper, long 3 by number 2, Gaines. 12 inside to 24, and there's a block by Wiggs, but they're going to get a foul, I believe, on Thomas. Wiggs had to, they're going to call Wiggs on that. I thought Wiggs had all ball on that shot, and maybe Thomas got in the body a little bit on the underneath side. They were on both sides of him, so that's going to send 24 to the line. He makes his first. And his second one's good. Crabtree to Wiggs. Hicks for three. Off the mark. And Daniels with the rebound for Beggs. Thomas working on number 24. And it's going to be a jump ball. Beggs with a possession arrow. And I apologize, folks. The lineup I had didn't have 24 on it, unless I overlooked. I'm not sure of his name for Beggs. There's inside to number 10. And Kellyville's not be able to get the ball. All kinds of bodies on the floor going after it, but Beggs maintains. And there's a three by number 12, and that's good. That's Gomez. So 5-0 here. Crabtree with a pass inside, but nobody there. Him and Thomas weren't on the same page. I think he expected Thomas to cut to the rim. Thomas stayed outside. The ball just went out of bounds. And we got a timeout by, looks like the officials have called a timeout here. I'm not sure. Not sure what's going on here. Officials going to be talking to athletic director of Kellyville, Upshaw. I think they got the wrong. Yeah, they're complaining about the basketball. Not enough air in it, so they're. He got another one, and he didn't like that one either, so he threw it back. I think the ref was saying the basketball is a little underinflated, I guess. He finally got one he likes, and we're back under play. Inside, number 12. There's a rebound by Wiggs. Hicks working. Little jump shot by Hicks, and there's two for Hicks. Fast break, and Beggs with the quick shot. Rebound. And there's two more by number 24. Wiggs, the inside move, and it's no good. Ball's loose on the floor, but Beggs able to maintain possession. Thomas working hard on 24. He's going to draw the foul and get the basket. That's Thomas's first. Looks like 24, his last name is Stanton. If I got that right, I'm hearing our announcer call his name. And he's going to be their leading scorer so far with 6 points on the board for Beggs. 9-2 here with Beggs with the lead. 5:11 here left in the first quarter. So Kellyville's going to have to find an answer for number 24. He underneath working on Thomas, and I think Wiggs was on him at once, but he's got both Thomas and Wiggs by probably 75, 80 pounds. Stanton's a big boy. He looks like he goes every bit of 6'4", and he probably 250. So he's got a nice size advantage on our two underneath. That's off the rim there. Wiggs with the rebound. Stanton's not able to make it a three-point play. Ayers bringing the ball down. A little bit of trouble here. To Wiggs, to Crabtree, back to Wiggs. Wiggs with the drive in. It's knocked out by, let's see here, knocked out by number 10, Daniels, for Beggs. Kellyville ball inbounds here. Gonna have to hurry, get the ball into Wiggs. Wiggs with the easy jumper. So it's 2 for Wiggs. Inside again to Stanton, and there's a nice, wow. I had a nice block by Ayers, but they're going to call him for the foul. And they're going to send Stanton to the line again. Stanton off the front of the rim again. It's like Kenny Mosby coming in for Connor Thomas. See, they're going to have to adjust their defense a little bit. Going to put Mosby, if they're playing underneath like that, it's going to put Mosby on Stanton, and that's a mismatch as far as height. And they call it. Stanton made that free throw, but they call it off. I wasn't sure if crossed the line or what the call was, but they did not give it to him. Kellyville ball. There's the ball knocked out by Daniels. So Kellyville's going to get a second attempt. Like Connor Norris in the game for Kellyville. And it goes to Crabtree, and there's a nice screen by Hicks. Crabtree for 3, and it's off the mark. Looks like Wiggs is going to be playing, get on Stanton. Rebound by Wiggs. Over to Hicks. Norris working against, or Norris out to Wiggs. Wiggs working against Gaines, and he draws a foul. So sideline inbounds for Kellyville here. Oh, backwards layup, a reverse layup for Wiggs, and it's not able to get it to go. Close side was completely blocked off, so Wiggs turned and went for the reverse layup. And we got a walk down for Beggs, or on Beggs, correction. So Kellyville ball. So still a 9-4 ball game with 3:49 left. And Ayers comes back in to replace Norris. Inbounds to Hicks. Hicks working. He's going to get double teamed right at the half court mark. Steps through, pass to Wiggs. Wiggs to Mosby. Mosby with a jumper off the rim. Beggs with the rebound, and Mosby stays on him with the tight defense. Is going to draw a foul or commit a foul, and that's his first. Kellyville with 4 team fouls. Beggs with just 1. And there's a long pass from Daniels across the court, and it goes out of bounds, out of reach, so Kellyville ball. Ball to inbounds to Wiggs. Wiggs back to Ayers. Nice move by Ayers. There's a shot out to Crabtree. Crabtree for three. Wiggs and Ayers kind of fight over the rebound a bit. Ayers gets it, tries to put it back up, and he's going to be fouled, so he's going to the line for two. Fouls on 10. Daniels, his first for the game. See what Ayers can do from the line. Here's his first attempt. And that's good. Ayers pretty accurate. I'm not sure what his complete stats are from the line, but he is pretty cool and collected at the line. Even at the end of games, I've seen him where his free throws are put the opponents at tie or ahead right at the end, and he just sinks them like he just did there. Got both of those, so Kellyville closes the game to 3. 9-6. And there's a three-pointer by Beggs. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds. That three-point shot was by number 1. Boy, I also don't have him, and I got this lineup straight off of Beggs' website, so I'm not sure who the number 1 is. I think they're going to get Colton Ayers on a foul across about mid-court here. That's going to be his second.
Back in action.
Welcome back. Welcome back, Coach Stevens.
Just
Man, a tight game. I mean, you've been sitting here watching. Just grab you a quick bite. You've been watching and
enjoying the finest things Kellyville has to offer.
Well, I'm sure the listeners are appreciating you taking a break while you're eating the nachos instead of chomping in their ears. So, but hadn't been too bad of a game so far.
I like it. They're a couple missed baskets away from
being
leading this game.
They missed some, what I consider some easy baskets, but they're playing pretty decent. And there's another three-pointer by number 1
Jamison
again.
Ross.
Is that Ross?
Yeah, he's a baseball player. I coached that kid.
You know what?
He used to go to Okima.
Okay. I'm not sure. I looked at their roster online, and that's who they had They had a Hanson for number 3, so I'm not sure.
It was number 1.
Number 1. That's right. They didn't have him on the lineup. I'm just adding him up there on the. So I don't know why he wasn't on what the list I looked at.
Well, that's too easy right there.
Yeah, Wiggs has got to step in front of that.
I'm so, just shocked by how tall Evan is. Knock it down, Kenny. That's his specialty. Catch and shoot.
Yeah.
Catch and shoot guy.
Mosby for 3, and it's off the mark, and they're going to get Mosby for a foul down the court, and that's his second.
2 on him. The thing I like about Kenny is he truly is a next shot mentality. He has short-term memory, shooting the next one. No hesitation. I like that about him.
He will continue to put him up. And that put him at the line for 1-and-1, but
and he can get hot in a hurry.
No good there. And Hicks just inside the three-point mark for 2.
Big Jeremy Hicks. Jamison Ross.
There's another 3 from Ross.
And number 10.
And 10 was pushing the back on the Wiggs, so that's his second.
Kendall Daniels. Man, that dude, he's a junior this year.
I think so.
He's a special talent. He's a special type of athlete.
He has a lot of mannerisms. I was watching him last night. There's Hicks right at the free throw line. He reminds me a lot of Jordan White that we had here at Kellyville last year.
Yep. And Jordan, what a special talent he was. This game's a little sloppy.
Yeah, that was a good push in the back by Daniels on Wiggs, and it wasn't called.
Let's go, Kenny.
There you go, Kenny. Kenny with the loose ball recovers down to Crabtree.
Oh, I thought he was going to let that one go.
Crabtree setting it up. He wanted that three, but he let it go.
That's showing his maturity. There's it is.
Crabtree for three in the corner, off the front of the rim, but nobody there to rebound.
That was a good quality shot right there, though.
Nice tip out by Wiggs.
Go finish
Hicks
it,
with
Jeremy.
the ball. Hicks for three. And it doesn't fall, and we don't get the rebound there.
I love this. I love this style of basketball. Go finish it, Evan. Good move.
Nice move by Wiggs.
Trying to compete with his sister tonight.
Yeah, he's going to. About 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Beggs 14 to Kellyville's 10.
Evan Wiggs, sophomore. What do you say, about 6'5"?
He's just about there. He's 6'4", maybe he might be 6'4" and a half. So there we have it, folks. Kellyville with 10 for the quarter, and Beggs with, looks like they're going to have 14. So. Yeah, they got 14 on the quarter. So with Kellyville, Hicks with 4, Wiggs with 4, Ayers with 2 free throws brings their 10 points. So we're gonna have to get some more boys involved in scoring. We need to get Crabtree on the board with a couple of threes.
Yeah, I want to see him shoot it up.
And Mosby.
This game so far?
So. Stanton is going to be their leader scorer for Beggs. He's got 6 on the board for them, and then you got Gomez and Ross with each having a 3-pointer, and Gaines with 2. So here we go, second quarter. Again, number 16 versus number 6. So I think I mentioned in the first quarter, the girls and the boys both ranked in the top 20. That's been many years.
That's so impressive.
Ayers loses the handle on that, and Beggs able to get a hold of it. There's a walk there.
I like how they're battling right here. This is a good quality high school basketball game.
They're playing some decent defense, and there's a toss over to Daniels. Rebound by Wiggs. Crabtree dives and grabs it and throws it back to Wiggs.
Ayers with the ball. That's good veteran mentality right there to slow it down. I like that.
Ayers making me nervous. They were standing foot off the half-court line, and the ref was just counting away. Wanted to yell down at him, cross the line. Crabtree.
Good.
That was a nice look, Crabtree. Just a little short. He was a little off balance on that.
I thought that was a good block by Thomas right there.
Yeah, Thomas had a nice block, but they're going to get him for the foul. That's going to send Sanders to the line for 2. He missed his first shot there. Sanders for Beggs. Folks, again, if you're listening and you're from Beggs and these names are wrong, I apologize. There's been 2 names that weren't on the books. I got it off of their website, so
Call them.
If they're not, if they're inaccurate, I apologize.
You know, and it's always good. It's always good whenever you can say the name. You know.
Yeah, I try. Sometimes it's difficult. Wow, that was a walk. He was moving his.
Yeah, you can't move whenever you're down on the ground like that.
Yeah, see, that's name's not right there. Widely on 23.
That's 23.
I don't know. the book I looked at. So my book's going to be completely off because it might have been a roster from last year, but it was on their website. So
23.
I'll correct that in my book here.
Oh, the quarterback, the long pass go up, Connor. Good finish.
Connor Thomas for 2.
The quarterback, Connor looked like a receiver on that end. Connor Thomas, long, lanky, another sophomore, right? Correct?
Yes, sir.
Good hands.
There's a nice block on the pass by Thomas. Ayers, he loses the handle and causes him to double dribble. He got stuck on his hip. As he was trying to transition, that ball stuck on his hip. And
and I'll tell you, Mr. Wiggs, as their coach of Evan and Connor Thomas when they were younger, I never thought that Connor would be just as tall or.
Yeah, they both just kind of sprouted up together. I don't know if you've heard the term, but Robbie deems them as the Twin Towers down underneath. And they're going to get Thomas for another foul. It's going to be his 3rd, and it's going to send Stanton to the line. And he made that. So he's going to the line for 2, or make for 1, I'm sorry. And Stanton's shot makes it a 3-point play, sinks that in, and it's 20-12, Beggs with the lead. Full court press. There's a 3 by Hicks, and that's good.
Big Germ. That's just typical Big Germ. I've been watching him make big shots like that for a long time now. Knew he was going to be a special player when he was younger.
And they're going to get calling that on Dunn. Dylan Dunn's in the ball game.
Nice to see Big Dylan Dunn in the ball game.
I noticed this last night. I watched Beggs last night, and they
it's coming off. Good board. No.
We're in double bonus. I was a bit confused there why they were stopping play.
For the foul count to be 10+ fouls to 3.
Yeah, it's a little lopsided there. But Biggs, I was noticing they don't put anybody underneath when they're at the free throw line. And I don't know. I mean, they don't play. They still just have one kid back, and they're going to press right here, which they could do off the free throw line, but they choose not to. They did the same thing last night against Henrietta. Never had anybody underneath there for the rebound.
Me personally, Mr. Wiggs, I use that in my philosophy, and the reason and why I do it is because I don't want to get a cheap foul with one of my players trying to go over the back right there.
And there's a
three-pointer ball.
3-point from Crabtree. That makes sense, because it would be an easy cheap foul underneath 2 against.
And I want to trust that my player is going to make the free throw, I got trust in my players to make their free throws, so save a cheap foul and be ready to set up defense.
There we go. That's offensive foul on Stanton. That's what we need right there.
How many is that on him today?
That's just his first, I believe. Let's see if I that's his first. But as you know, those big boys kind of do that a little bit. They get those where they start throwing that shoulder. And Gomez picks up a quick foul.
I want to say number 24, Big Stanton, he's a freshman.
I think he is. And so that's leading me to believe that maybe the roster I looked at must have been last year's roster with a couple of jersey changes and a couple of names that I don't have on there. So that's on me for not being prepared and maybe a little bit of hurry on the lineup, but we're getting it straightened out.
Playing a little stall game. Little cat mouse right
Yeah,
here.
it's 21-18, so.
You know, I feel like if Coach Heath, if they go in the half right here, he's okay with that.
Well, you know, and the thing is, I mean, keep the ball game close. You can keep the ball out of there. And there's an offensive foul right there on number 10.
It's a defensive foul, but off the ball foul. How many is that on him?
Oh, that is.
Third?
That is. I'm sorry.
That's his third foul right there.
Wiggs was just sitting there with the screen, and you know, Daniels just plowed him down.
Mr. Wiggs, I have to say this because I don't know what it is about Evan and, you know, and everybody that's listening and knows how nice of a kid he is. He's always taking the brunt end of those type of plays.
And there we go. We had a 3 by Wiggs. And I didn't see who tapped it back out on the rebound, but they tapped it back out to Mosby.
I think Mosby, it was Dunn.
Yeah, you're right. It was. Dunn tipped it back out to Mosby. Mosby shoots 3.
Got a chance to tie it up right here.
And this ref's doing it again. He shoots 3, and he's calling the foul after the shot.
No way.
They're going 1-1 because we're at 7 fouls. So I just do not get that.
See, I thought he was putting up 1-1 for the number 11, that foul.
I did too.
There's no reason he's not shooting 3. Wow.
Yeah, it's Mosby and he makes his first one. So he'll get a second attempt. But, boy, I don't agree with that call one bit. That's the second time he did that in the girls' game. Mosby sinks his second one.
Could be a tie ball game right here.
21-20, 3 minutes left.
Kellyville in the double bonus.
Stanton working on Dunn, and he's going to.
Oh, wow, he almost tipped it in.
Wiggs
Jeremy's
almost
running. Good pass forward. Good pass.
Oh, that was almost a perfect play. It was Crabtree to Mosby. Mosby tipped it up to Wiggs. Wiggs jumped in the air, caught it, and just off the rim.
I can't say I agree with that foul call right there.
And then they're going to get Dunn on a foul. It's going to be his second. They're sending Beggs to the line for 2. What number? I can't see the number. Number 3. And he gets his first one there. That's number 3.
And I don't believe that's his.
Yeah, that's not his name, right?
No. Because he had a brother that played here a couple years ago.
So I'm not sure on number 3, but Wiggs dribbling down, and nice moves there. Mosby out to Hicks.
Set up the offense right here. Do you feel like that's a good offensive set right there? Good rebound by Dunn. Keep it alive. He's pushing him, ref.
Oh, wow.
Wow. So you can
Yeah, hey.
And this guy's not even paying attention. What is going on?
There's a nice steal by Dunn.
Let's go, Germ. Let's go, Big Germ.
Hicks for 3 off the.
Oh, I thought Wiggs was going to pull that one in.
Fast break here, 2-on-1.
No.
Oh, wow.
No.
Hicks wants the elbow, but they ain't going to give it to him. They're going to call him for the foul, but there was a little bit of elbow. That's just Hicks's first. Yeah, see, they're calling Kyron Grayson.
Grayson, yeah. And I think his brother's name was Jaden Grayson. He's now playing football, I think, at NEO. That football program over in Beggs is top of the line.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Dylan Dunn.
3 Dunn. Oh, they're just going to.
They only called it a 2?
Believe so.
Wow. Good. No. Colton Ayers subbing into the game. Minute 39 to go in the second. 25-22 Beggs. Good defense.
Defense by Dunn.
That's 3 seconds in the lane.
Wow, Pendergrass with 2.
And that is Pendergrass.
Yeah.
They got that one.
Yeah,
Right.
I watched him last night.
He's a veteran player, solid. Good. Oh, Jerm.
Oh, how?
Whoa. What's going on over here?
Timeout, but last I checked, you got the ball in your hand and you start rolling around the floor, it's a walk.
It's
and
a
that's
travel.
what was going on down there. But they're going to give the timeouts to Beggs. So 1:11 left here in the first. Correction, first. They haven't changed the board. It's second quarter.
Second quarter.
27-22. Beggs with the lead here. Threw me off for a minute. Looked up at the board and it said first period. And
You thought you were going to get some more action.
I was thinking, my goodness, this has been a long period and the high scoring period. But my book is all messed up on the Beggs side because of the changing names. You got Grayson is actual number 3, but I had a Kendall Hansen as number 3. I don't know if there's a Kendall Hansen on the team or not. So I definitely have to straighten that out when we play Beggs again.
So, should I be looking for KV Rising every game?
Absolutely,
rest of the
yeah. And there's 2 by Stanton.
That means he got on tonight. He's a problem on the interior.
He's causing us trouble underneath.
Oh, he's fouling him, ref. He's grabbed his arm.
There's a jumper by
Oh,
Crabtree, knocked out by
good.
Good
timing.
steal by Hicks. He read that all the way. And he puts the brakes on, and
Finish
Wiggs
it.
with the
Finish
rebound.
it, Evan.
And Wiggs can't get it to fall.
Three seconds.
Gomez for
Crabtree
2.
from half court. Oh,
So right there at the end, Beggs extended the lead. We had 2 or 3 shots on goal. We just couldn't get the fall. So 31-22. 9-point ball game. But, I don't know that you can ask. We had it within 3. We had it within 1 there for a second. I'm still confident here that
it's a good basketball game.
we find an answer for Stanton underneath and shut him down, because he's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 points on the ball game for Stanton. So we find an answer for him underneath and limit those numbers. And Crabtree, and we get Crabtree and Mosby on the threes coming alive. Crabtree just had 1, but
Got to get the ball into Evan Wiggs too.
Yeah, we got a chance here.
I know you don't want to say that, but got to get the ball inside, get a couple of easy ones, let him get it going from the inside a little bit.
Kellyville had 12, if my numbers are right. Been a little baffled by this lineup for Beggs, so I'm not sure my book is completely accurate, but my book shows 12 in that quarter for Kellyville, and that should be right because they had 10 in the first, so that's 22. So, and I'm not even going to pretend to know what Beggs did in the second quarter. We got about 8 minutes till the third quarter starts. I'm going to take a quick break, but before I do, I want to recognize our sponsors again. Presenting sponsors, Patriot Air and CT Decorative Concrete and Construction. Gold sponsors are Phil Thomas Trucking, Shades of Glass by Chris, Webco Industries, Jay's Country Kitchen, Bluebell Free Will Baptist Church, Rescue Mini Storage, Backwoods Barbecue, DJ Service Concrete and Construction, Diminished Family Practice, Excavation Resources, Jim Vaught Mac Truck, Shade of Billingsley Photography, Greg McMorris, Greg McGuire Trucking. I apologize, Mr. McGuire. Brian Smith, Allstate Insurance, and David Bryant and Associates. You guys see those business owners out and about? Please thank them. And if you, of course, need any of their services, reach out to them and they will let them know you're a fan of KV Rising and you appreciate them, and they're going to take care of you and get your job done for the right price and on time. So just about 7 minutes. I'm going to take a quick break. We'll be right back to present the third quarter to you here in Kellyville on Saturday night. Welcome back, folks. KV Rising, live from Kellyville, Oklahoma. Kellyville, Beggs. Halftime score, Beggs 31, Kellyville 22. This is a number 16, Kellyville, versus number 6, Beggs. So Kellyville staying in this game. They're down by 9, but they've been as close as 1. Down by 1. It was 21-20 at one point. So Kellyville, hopefully they've just got a couple of adjustments to make here in the third quarter to give themselves a chance. Hopefully they've been able to discuss that and come up with a plan here in the second half. Beggs is start with the ball, and looks like Pendergrass is going to be tossing the ball in for Beggs. Stanton for Beggs is getting Kellyville the most trouble in that first half. Again, he's a large young man, probably 6'4", 6'5", and every bit of probably 250. So there's a nice defense by Wiggs on that rebound and working on against Stanton. It goes out of bounds on Stanton, so Kellyville ball.
What adjustments are you looking forward to in this?
Well, I was just saying we gotta have an answer for Stanton. There we go, Hicks for 3.
Big Jeremy Hicks. I love to see it.
We gotta have an answer for Stanton, and we just down there, Wiggs gave him great, contested the rebound.
That's good, solid rebound, Thomas. Good.
Wiggs was able to get Stanton to get his hand on the ball and get it knocked out, so it was our ball. So that, and then you had Thomas down there with a nice, strong rebound.
You know, I started noticing Colton doing a little bit more of the ball handling responsibilities. He's out of bounds.
There we go.
You know, running a little bit more of the point guard duties. I noticed that.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times it's Crabtree bringing the ball up, and they've changed it around a little bit. I think they're trying to get Crabtree on working the baseline and get him down for the 3. Nice
get another
move
one, Jerm.
by Hicks, and there's another one by Hicks.
Big Jeremy Hicks, man.
Hicks coming out strong in here in the third quarter. Back-to-back 3s. Brings Kellyville within 3 here early on.
I'm looking for him to eclipse the 1,000-point mark as well next season.
There's a 3 off the mark.
Good
block by Wiggs.
That was like a double block by the Twin
Thomas.
Towers.
Yeah, I think Wiggs and Thomas, I don't know if you can give a person a half a block or not.
Block. You know, they do it for the sacks, so they're going to have to start doing it for the blocks because there was 2 hands on that ball for sure.
They're going to call Pendergrass moving around underneath trying to throw the ball in, so it's going to be Kellyville ball. Turnover there. A couple turnovers here for Beggs early on. It's helping Kellyville. So we're definitely not going to complain about that.
3-point ball game.
There's a little pressure by Beggs, and number 10 intercepts that ball, but he's running out of bounds, so he throws it away. Oh my goodness, I don't know what they're calling there.
So he literally jumps up, throws the ball all the way over here.
He throws the ball out of bounds, almost goes into the stands, and they're calling it out on us.
This is where we need that playback,
yes,
so
sir.
we can show it.
Refs are going to come together here. I don't know what they're discussing.
No way. I mean, that's just flat out wrong, Mr. Wiggs.
Yeah, Daniels caught the ball and threw it behind his back out of bounds, but somehow they're saying that Kellyville, unless they're saying Daniels was completely out of bounds when he took possession of the ball, and then it would have been out on Kellyville. But man, I
either
couldn't
way,
see.
Either way, he was out.
Yeah, I don't.
That's when the ball went out of bounds. That's over the back.
There we go.
On Trey Gaines.
Gaines that's going to be his second. So still a 3-point ball game, 31-28. We've had a couple of just weird calls here. Beggs with the pressure. Kellyville not
Good inside pass. He's got to finish that one.
Yeah, Thomas. He had Stanton working on him, and boy, there's a drive with Gaines. Right up the paint for 2.
Knock it down, Colton.
Ayers wanted that 3, but he brought it back down.
That's just, maturity right there.
Yeah, he didn't
learning the importance of a possession.
There's Crabtree for 3, and it's off the front of the rim. Stanton with the rebound.
That's out of bounds.
That's out of bounds on Beggs.
Let's make sure they don't give it back to Beggs right here.
Kellyville's, and we got to capitalize on these turnovers by Beggs. Beggs has had 2 or 3 turnovers.
That is beautiful.
There's a nice play.
Beautiful. What does he got right now at the moment?
He is.
As the Kellyville Ponies are down by 3 to Beggs with 4:14 remaining in the third. 30-33. It's a good quality basketball game. I'll say it again.
Hicks has got 15 on so far. There's a rebound by Wiggs.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good call.
Nice, strong move there by Crabtree. He was covered up with two Beggs players.
Pendergrass.
And he went to do the step through, and Pendergrass got him on the arm. So that was just great for Crabtree to hold on to that ball tight.
Strong with the ball. Man, I'm so proud of these guys. I feel like it was yesterday they were just in junior high.
Wiggs with the jumper. Yeah, it's off the mark. Beggs with the rebound.
Oh, that's a travel.
Ross.
Straight up, don't foul. Straight up. That's offensive.
Yeah, there we go.
That's
they got
offensive.
Stanton again with the shoulder and arm pushing out, so that's going to be 2 on Stanton.
And look, Wiggs again. He's the one that's taking those hard blows. I don't know
Base
what
coach is upset with that, but you can clearly see the extension of the elbow pushing Wiggs off of him.
Oh, yeah, that's the definition of that call right there.
Yeah. Base coach a little upset with it. I think he just questioned the referee there a little bit. He wasn't mouthing him or anything.
That's over the back right there. That's another one on Stanton.
Another quick foul on Stanton. That's 3 on Stanton.
And that's 4 fouls for the Beggs team this half.
And Stanton's going to take a break. That's gonna limit Beggs, not really limit them, but that's gonna make a difference underneath. And there's a jumper by Wiggs, pass in. There's to Wiggs.
1-point ball game. Kellyville sits in this 2-3 zone. I like their zone because they're active, long arms. Wiggs does a good job of staying straight up right there with the block. Jeremy pushing it, attacking. That's big Jerm. Oh.
Yeah, he should have pulled that down. He was a little off balance there. Now they're gonna get the reach in. So they're gonna get Crabtree, I believe. I couldn't tell. Yeah.
Yeah, if he pulls that out, that's kind of what I was talking about with Colton earlier, learning about, the value of the possession. He pulls that out, you give him time to set up an offensive, run something you want to, you're comfortable with.
Well, he lost the ball going down twice. He had the
Slow
ball
it down.
knocked out of his hand and regained it. And got Pendergrass. And he didn't get full control back over.
That's a foul.
Yeah, there's a foul
on Ross.
on Ross.
5th foul in the second half. They're going to be in the bonus, so that's going to be good for Kellyville. And look at that. I think that's going to be a big factor in the end of this game.
Ayers to Hicks. Hicks looking. Hicks for 3 at the top of the key. Off the backboard. Pendergrass and Wiggs fighting over it, and Beggs is going to come up with it here.
Man, they sure do push the ball up the court.
They do. There's a rebound there by 23.
Straight up. Oh, that's a foul on 11, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Watch him.
Pendergrass is upset. He was almost right in the ref's face. I'm thinking that should have been a tee.
That's guaranteed a foul, number 11, with the push. Yes, sir. That's 16 foul. They're going to be shooting the rest of the way here for the rest of the game.
And that's going to be Pendergrass's 3rd, and boy, he's really upset. They could maybe get under his skin a little bit the way he was acting there.
There he is again.
Nice move by Hicks.
That's a strong finish right there by Jeremy.
1-point ball game, 35-34.
Is that 19 points for Jeremy?
I believe so.
I think that's right around his average.
There's 3 for Ross. Hicks getting double teamed, so there's got to be somebody open. He just didn't have enough on that pass, went right to Daniels for Beggs. There's another 3 for Ross.
Wow.
So quickly, 6 points for Beggs
Might
by
look to
Ross.
Get a timeout here. Stop the bleeding a little bit.
Crabtree and Thomas going to come in, give Ayers and let's see who else. Mosby a break. 41-34, minute 10 left in the 3rd.
Make the set. Oh, wow, good look. Good look. And 1. Oh, my gosh. And that's 4 on Pendergrass.
Yeah, Wiggs misses the easy layup, though. It was over-the-shoulder pass from Hicks to Wiggs.
That's 4 on Pendergrass. Look at that as well.
4 on Pendergrass, sending Wiggs to the line for 2.
And he's a little hot, tempered right here. Like you said, keep an eye on him.
Wiggs doesn't get the roll on the first one. Off the front of the rim, rolls to the back glass, but falls to the side. See if he can get his second one in here. And his second one's good.
Coach is upset he didn't get a sub in, but Evan made the free throw, so he got in, and everything is all good. Got to make sure we get a hand up on number 1 right here. Can't let him get going. I'm not sure about that one.
Wow. They're going to get Connor Norris for a push. I thought it was just the opposite. I thought Daniels was kind of had an arm in there. Norris is second.
Good defense. Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
Oh, my goodness.
Thomas is 4th. Sending Daniels to the line for 2. First one's off the front of the rim.
He's struggling at the line.
Yeah.
You know, that's another thing that in the 4th quarter you're going to look back and those will haunt you. Those things, missed free throws.
There's another one off the front of the line, off the front of the rim, and that's another rebound by Wiggs.
Got to capitalize right here. Got to get a score.
Foul. I just don't agree with that there. That's a foul on Daniels stole the ball from Crabtree, but they didn't call it.
Give it to Wiggs.
And he goes in for the dunk. Hicks goes to the floor and calls the timeout before the jump ball. 33.9 seconds left in the third. Beggs 43, Kellyville 35. So 8-point ball game here. Man, we had a couple of questionable calls, big questionable calls. That one there I just didn't agree with there that got Daniels that 2-point dunk. And then the out-of-bounds call is just unbelievable to me.
You could go all the way back to the, Daniels going to the free throw line. That, I felt like Thomas, or it was either Thomas or Wiggs.
Thomas,
they were straight up,
And that was another key factor about that play is that was Thomas's fourth foul. So, we're still here in the third.
It's going to play a huge
That
huge
could play
part.
that could play a role if this game ends up close at the end and ties and goes into overtime for some reason. Not having.
Oh, Wiggs is wide open on the backside. Did you see him?
Yeah, he was. He was wide open.
Look to attack him, Wiggs.
Off the front of the rim, and that's going to be out on Beggs. Wiggs was just wrong timing. He was underneath wide open right when the ref gave the ball.
I tried to get a 3-point ball up right here if I could. You can't throw the ball around this guy.
Ayers forced that pass in. He was running out of time, but
and I get it. Sometimes you're gonna have to hurry the pass, but when you got to hurry the pass, you can't throw it around Daniels. He's gonna get his hands on it. He looks like a defensive back out there.
Number 3,
Grayson.
He's at the line for 2. He was fouled on the shot.
Make his first one.
He made his first one. And the second one's going to be off the rim. Wiggs with the rebound. Beggs with full court press here. Now there's a bounce pass stolen by Daniels. That layup's no good. And Ross with one with the layup. That's going to end the quarter. It'll be 46-35.
Ross with 11.
Yeah.
He's having himself a pretty nice evening.
Kellyville's still in this ball game, down by 11, but they are still in it. They're fighting hard. A couple more stops. We really didn't take advantage. Beggs had 3 or 4 turnovers real close right in a row there, and I didn't pay real close attention, but I think we only got 2 points out of like 3 or 4 turnovers, and that's where we gotta. You're playing against number 16.
Got to take care of the ball.
You got to take care of the ball, and if they turn it over, you got to capitalize on those turnovers. And they had 4 or 5 turnovers, and again, I think we only got 2 or 4 points out of 4 or 5 turnovers.
And then you take away the steal and the dunk, and then Beggs isn't where they're at. But I'm excited for this next 8 minutes.
This is still anybody's ball game.
And another thing I've noticed about these ponies here is that they like to come from behind for their victories.
Absolutely. This year they've done a lot of from behind games and played several close games. So they're definitely a finishing team. There's a rebound by Hicks.
Keep running, Evan. Keep running. There he is. Oh. Good look. Knock it down, Colton.
Colton in and out. Wiggs can't. They're going to get done on the push.
That's a bad foul right there.
And that's going to be his 4th.
We got to make a shot. We haven't made any 3 balls.
Yeah, Kellyville still with just 5 team fouls. Beggs with 7, so Kellyville in bonus if we draw a foul from Beggs. We'll go to the line. But
Gotta look to be aggressive.
And Gaines gets past Wiggs.
Nice left-hand layup.
Crabtree.
Got a score right here.
Working Crabtree. They got him double teamed and
Kick it.
shoved at Wiggs.
No.
Oh my goodness. Wiggs stepped to the side. Wiggs stepped to the side of Gaines, and they call Wiggs for the charge. He might have grazed him. I think it was a little bit of acting there by Gaines. Nice spin move by Gaines for 2. Wiggs has got to tighten up that defense there against Gaines underneath.
What are you looking to do right here if you're Coach Heath? You want to slow it down, try to run something?
Well, they're double teaming a lot, which, to me that's
a good board right there. And one.
There
good
we
finish.
go.
That's
nice
what they needed
right there.
Because there's plenty of time left here.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of time. Plenty of time here. Let's see if Wiggs can make this a 3-point play here.
I think they're probably going to show some pressure right here. A little full court pressure. Make Beggs work to bring the ball up the court.
And Wiggs' free throw shots off the mark. Ross for 3, that's off.
That's a good, solid rebound.
Rebound with Hicks.
13-point game, 6 minutes to go. Go score on him. Nice.
There, nice. Wiggs gets the soft roll.
Yeah, you got to get the ball inside, get those easy baskets going. Good defense.
Yeah, good defense. Crabtree knocks it loose.
That's a foul. Shooting.
There we go. We're shooting 1-1. Mosby's going to go to the line 1-1.
Chance to cut it to 9 here.
Lightly, that's his second. So Beggs with 9 team fouls. One more, we're double bonus, but Mosby's going to do 1-1. We'll see if he can't make this a 2-point play. Mosby, boy, he's got an unusual shot there. He just kind of pushes the ball.
It's so
but
quick. He knows how to get rid of it, too.
But you can't complain when they make it, no matter what it looks like. And he gets the roll and makes both of them. He's 4 for 4 from the line tonight.
And he should have another free throw on his name, but we're not going to get into that.
9-point ball game. A jumper by
same team. Oh, timeout. He called it.
The only thing I don't like about that is Crabtree falls down and calls the timeout. It's to maintain possession. Only scary thing about that is that this leaves us with 2 timeouts for the game with 5:35 left, not down 9. Those timeouts become critical there. If you're trying to make points up right in the last minute or 2 of the game, those timeouts are precious timeouts. And
but it was important that they saved the timeout, or they saved the possession.
We had to maintain possession, so it was a good use of timeout. I just wish we had.
It was good heads-up play.
Wish we hadn't had to use it there. I feel like we're going to need that timeout toward the end of the game. But
Mr. Wiggs, you also got to look at it like this: if Kellyville starts to make that push, Beggs is also going to use some of their timeouts.
Yeah.
So it might turn out to be that.
Beggs with 4 timeouts left, so we'll see how it plays out.
We'll see how it plays.
This possession is important, though. So it was
a
good use of timeout. I just wish we had a couple more timeouts under our belt. But
yeah,
we're all right. 5:35 left, 50-41. Ayers into Hicks. Beggs coach having a conversation with Ayers. They're both smiling, so I wasn't sure what's going on. Again, double team right
This
there.
is good competition.
We're they're double teaming us down there, and that's got to leave a guy open. Daniels for 2. Ayers with a jumper, and it's going to be blocked by number 12, Gomez. Beggs coming down. I don't know if Wiggs got a hand on that or not.
I don't know about that.
They call a walk. I was looking down at the book. They call a walk on Crabtree.
On Hicks.
On Hicks, okay.
But I don't think it was a walk. I think it was a pretty slick move by Mr. Hicks right there. But, some of these refs, they got to kind of grow with the game a little bit. They got to understand that the kids nowadays, they can do some pretty special.
Ayers underneath going to draw his 3rd foul. Well, they're showing 1-1. They got him at the line. I guess it. Okay, they changed it now. I just was showing 6 fouls. They're putting him at the line for 1-1. I wasn't. Daniel's going to hit that first one and give him a second attempt here. And he sinks that.
Finally made a free throw. Ever since Beggs made the adjustment to this half-court pressure, Kellyville has been struggling to handle it.
Yeah, they are struggling, and that double team is Kellyville's having an issue with that, but
is it coming from the backside or
there's a
face up, knock it down.
They recover. That was a Hicks for 3.
Good rebound by Norris.
The rebound by Norris, but he lands out of bounds, so. Beggs ball.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And Norris gets a hand in there, and number 2 dribbles the ball out of bounds. So nice play by Norris. He's going to give Kellyville the ball under the basket here. I'll give it to Hicks. Wow. Ref's looking for help, and he's standing right there. I don't understand that. He was standing right there looking at the play, and he looks to his partner down the court for that call. Pendergrass jumped out of bounds and slammed the ball at Hicks, but I thought he was on the line on the foot as he jumped out.
Oh, for certain. Looks like they're going to try to take some time off the clock here. Whoa. Getting a little chippy out there.
Yeah. Who'd they give that?
Mason.
Crabtree. That sends Gaines to the line for 1-1. And he makes that first one. Now, second one's off, and Hicks comes up with it. Kellyville, 3:48 left. Kellyville's got to get something started here. They've struggled here. And there's a turnover by Kellyville. High pass. Mosby can't handle the high pass, and it goes out of bounds. But you're right there in the late second quarter or late third quarter, first to fourth quarter. Beggs started pressuring half court and double teaming, triple teaming, and Kellyville just isn't yet finding an answer for that. So Beggs been able to stretch the lead here to 14. Now they're just burning the clock. So I don't know what the strategy here is. You just play them tight, try not to foul, try to make a turnover.
Yeah, with 3 minutes left, you gotta trust your defense, and then I like what Jeremy just did right there. Throwing another body at him, trying to make him speed it up, and that's what happens.
Turnover.
That's what happens when you make them speed it up. I tell you what, these refs are having a tough time.
They are. They're looking at each other. They're looking at each other quite a bit, and I think they're depending on each other way too much. We're gonna have timeout by Beggs. Give me a chance to go over our sponsors once again here. Presenting sponsors of Patriot Air and CT Decorative Concrete and Construction, along with our gold sponsors, Phil Thomas Trucking, Shades of Glass by Chris, Webco Industries, Jay's Country Kitchen, Bluebell Free Will Baptist Church, Rescue Mini Storage, Backwoods Barbecue, DJ Service Concrete and Construction, Diminishes Family Practice, Excavation Resources, Jim Vaught Mack Truck, Shada Billingsley Photography, Greg McGuire Trucking, Brian Smith Allstate Insurance, and David Bryant and Associates. We thank our sponsors for tonight's presentation of the game.
Man, you can't say enough about those sponsors, Mr. Williams.
I'm telling you, and I haven't personally used any of those business owners' services, but I do know several of them personally, and without hesitation can tell you that you're going to get high quality work at a good price that you can trust. There's into Wiggs. Nice drive by Wiggs for 2.
Is he in double digits now?
I believe so. Yeah, that's going to give him 10.
12-point ball game.
Going to give Wiggs 10 on the night, and he's, by my stats, he's 1 rebound away from a double-double. If that's the case, that'll give him 3 double-doubles in the last 5 games.
I'm glad he's continuing that tradition on. You talked about Jordan White earlier. He averaged a double-double for 3 seasons.
Wow.
Now, that's pretty impressive. And his freshman year, he averaged 9 points and 10 rebounds. So he could have did it 4 years.
Right.
But,
Well, we'll see. Wiggs just a sophomore, and like everybody on the team, they just continue to grow and continue to get better.
Future looks bright for the Kellyville boys basketball and girls basketball program.
This boys team, I will tell you, they start out, they have the talent, but they start out struggling playing as a team. There's just a little bit of disruption between some of the players, and they just couldn't play as a team. And man, they've made great strides and improvement with that. Kellyville giving pressure, but they're able to bring it down and get one-on-one.
Good defense. That's us. Yeah.
There we go.
He almost messed up again. He's looking for his partner.
Yeah.
He's looking for his partner.
He almost threw up the wrong arm there. I almost threw up the wrong arm.
A 3 would be huge right here, Mr. Wiggs.
Yes, sir.
But most importantly, you got to take care of the ball. And there's Big Germ with it.
There it is. There it is. You called it. You called it. That was a deep 3. Wow. 55-46.
Don't foul. That's an offensive foul. I don't understand.
Yeah, he's.
Hey, I'm not mad at it, though. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, Crabtree. All right, I said Hicks, but Crabtree yanked on the arm, puts Gaines at the line.
That's 3 on Crabtree.
And he's at the line for 1 and 1.
And I was hoping to see a little bit more 3s from Mason tonight.
They just hadn't been able to get him open. I thought that's why they kind of took him off point guard, let him run the baseline, try to get open. And Gaines, he sinks both of his free throws. Every time Kellyville starts to close the gap, Beggs does what a number 6 team does, and they just extend it right back out.
Oh, my gosh.
There's another turnover by Kellyville. Kellyville's been.
That's got to be double-digit turnovers
yeah,
this half, for sure.
They've improved on their turnovers from last year. Last year they struggled bad with turnovers. But tonight you can't have the turnovers they've had tonight, not against the number 6 team in the state on 3A.
Yeah, and Beggs is good. You know, let's not dismiss that fact.
They
Beggs
got
is
some
solid.
I got some big boys. And that's Hicks. That's going to only be his second. We're going to send Daniels to the line again.
I feel like not having Thomas in is hurt.
Yeah.
Due to foul trouble.
And Daniels is 3 of 5 so far from the line.
I think Coach Heath put Kenny in to try to get a quick 3-ball up. Good rebound.
There's a rebound by Wiggs. I think that's the rebound Wiggs is looking for that double-double. Wiggs working. Hicks on the outside.
Oh, good. Knock it down, Mace.
Mace had a chance for a 3, but it wasn't there. Rebound
one.
by Wiggs. Puts it back up, but it's not able to get it to go.
11 rebounds?
Yeah, 11 rebounds there for Wiggs. He's going to go to the line for 2.
I'm looking for a 20-20 night.
So let's see if Wiggs can't seek these 2 here. Get it to a 10-point ball game. And he does get the roll on the first one. 58-47. See here. And it gets the roll again, and that brings it to a 10-point ball game. And looks like Wiggs going to take a break, and Jocelyn Miles comes in for him. Miles.
Nice young freshman.
Oh, yeah, he's a heck of an athlete, I tell you. So right at a minute.
Oh, I think that was a jump ball.
Man, I think the ref there just called a foul because he knows we're trying to foul to stop the clock, but actually Norris reached in and just grabbed the ball. And
it's safe to say that
Gaines, we send Gaines to the line. That's kind of, we didn't have much of a choice there, but I don't know. That's really the wrong person to send in the line. He's 4 for 4 from the line so far. That's 5 for 5 for him. So here it is, the 12-point ball game, 1:18 left. Kellyville, 118, 12 points behind. They still got a chance. If they sink a couple of threes, cause Beggs to, maybe slow down a little bit, and maybe instead of killing the clock, that might make Beggs try to rush a little bit, maybe try to put some of those points back on the board, and if we can get a steal.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to count these boys out. I'm impressed. It's a 12-point ball game at a minute 18. They're fighting hard, playing against the number 6. Beggs at 10-1 for the year. I'm not sure who their loss is to.
Yeah, they're a good-looking team. I seen them play earlier this year against Morris, and they beat Morris by 5. I think that's where Kellyville, they're in the top 3 range with
Wiggs for 2.
By Wiggs there. 10-point ball game. But, yeah, I think it goes Beggs, Morris, Kellyville. This guy's a little too quick on the whistle for me because I think
he's
Jeremy
got that on Hicks, and that's going to be his
I think
third.
He might have got away with that one too.
And unfortunately, we're sending Gaines to the line again. He's 5 for 5. He really don't want to be sending him to the line. Well, he finally misses. Okay, well, 5 of 6 then.
Got to get the ball and push it right here. And
right
try
here,
to get,
yeah.
try to get a quick
we
one
got
up.
whether he makes or not, we got to get it down the court. And he misses.
That's
There's a rebound by Wiggs.
Come on, Jaron, push it.
We got to push it. We can't walk the ball down the court, gentlemen.
And Kenny's got to be looking to shoot that right there.
We got to get a shot.
There he is.
We got to get a shot.
Jaron will take care
Hicks,
of it.
That's off the mark.
Continue, keep playing.
Ow. Ayers with the grab. Try to stop the clock.
38 seconds left. And Mr. Wiggs, I just want to mention, before we get out of here, that I appreciate you guys having me on today. It was good
we're
to come
glad to
back
have
and
you.
watch these two good quality basketball teams get after it.
And Daniel's first attempt is no good. It still remains a 10-point ball game, 38.2 seconds. And his second one is good. It stretches to 11 points. Kellyville just, they don't seem like much in a hurry. We got limited time here, folks. Crabtree with a three. Wiggs came in for the rebound, but ball bounced high.
Almost hit his head on the rim.
Yeah. We're going to get a foul on Wiggs against
Jameson Ross.
Mr. Ross. With Wiggs' third foul. So 19 seconds here. 11-point ball game, 61-50. Ross misses his first. And Ross is going to sink his second one, so that brings it to a 12-point. Hicks to Ayers for three, off the mark, and Beggs catches the ball, and that's going to do it, folks.
That's going to do it.
So 12-point ball game, 62-50. Beggs walks away with the win, but I tell you what, the Kellyville boys have nothing to be ashamed of. 12-point ball game against the number 6 team. A 10-1 record for Beggs. That's going to bring Kellyville boys to 8-4 record. Folks, I want to remind you, our next home game is on the 21st against Kiefer. JV, it's here in Kellyville. JV starts at 4. Varsity starts at 6. And then following at the end of the week, the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we got the Kiefer tournament. First game of that tournament is going to be Thursday. The girls will versus Holbert at 1 o'clock Thursday afternoon. So find an excuse to take off work and come join us down there in Kiefer at 1 o'clock. We will be broadcasting. The boys will play right after at 2:30 against Holbert as well. So if you have an excuse, you can take off work, come join us. If not, maybe you can sit at your desk and join us live here on KV Rising. And that's next Thursday at the Kiefer tournament. But before then, join us live here at home game. Kiefer Tuesday night, JV at 4, varsity at 6. Coach Stevens, any final thoughts?
I'm glad I got to see these young student athletes, and I just want to say again, thank you, KV Rising. Love what you guys are doing. It's a good deal.
Well, glad to have you, and come back anytime.
All right.
Well, you folks have a fantastic rest of your weekend and be safe, and we'll see you Tuesday night. Have a great night.